Hey everyone, with all these game events going on, I haven't had much time to create a discussion video yet for Raptor Rescue, and the group hasn't been playing much for this operation. But Vader had sent me a replay on what he's so far determined is the best way to play an aircraft carrier in this operation. He is of course playing his most preferred one, which is the Ryujo, and he is still primarily targeting destroyers like he usually does in the other operations. Now the first group, he likes to target the destroyer first. And of course, you saw he started his attack before spotting the destroyer. It takes some timing and practice to perfect that. And one thing to note about the Yubari, it has defensive fire. Whether you want to try taking it on is up to you.
Taking fire. We're under attack. Fighter airborne.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
Maintaining present course. We're under attack. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. We're under attack.
Now, with that attack done, he's now headed south to at least spot the aircraft carrier. What that does is, once you spot the aircraft carrier, the destroyer that is escorting it will use its smoke. And that puts the smoke for the destroyer on cooldown later if you have other teammates who decide to go attack. One thing he discovers in this game session, as you see, the Alba is here, which means the set of 3 cruisers is down south. The other possibility is it can be up north, which means he has to contend with more ships while he searches for the aircraft carrier.
This is Raptor. Enemy aircraft carrier detected. Destroyer.
And he's commented that it's hard to attack the
According to reconnaissance data, one more enemy aircraft carrier is likely to remain in the combat zone.
aircraft carrier directly with its escorts, so he targets the escorts first.
Fighter airborne.
Now you may notice one thing, his aircraft carrier is pretty far forward, so he needs to deal with the Alba.
Taking fire.
As you can see, there's no more smoke anymore because the destroyer already used it, which makes an attack by your teammates very easy compared to having to deal with that.
Engaging enemy.
Fire destroyed. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Taking fire.
Torpedoes direct front.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Now he's leaving the Duca to deal with the aircraft carrier. He's going out hunting for destroyers out west, as those are very problematic if you don't have teammates out in front of Raptor.
Airborne.
Problem solved, sir.
And don't forget, there are 2 destroyers that you need to watch out for.
We're under attack. Engaging enemy.
And it's actually very critical to kill these 2 as fast as possible. Now, you might notice the first transit stop is here, and of all the routes so far, it looks like, based on ship spawns, it could be the original route that was in the first iteration of Raptor Rescue.
Taking fire. Airborne. Approaching target.
Of course, the other transit stop is a little slight more north around here. The current transit stop
We're under attack.
means you can exit here or south. If you're in the other transit stop, either center or north, leading to a total of 4 possible routes.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Taking fire. Maintaining present course.
Now, while Vader hasn't killed the 2 destroyers yet, he's majorly diverted them and prevented Raptor from taking any torpedoes from them.
Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Engaging enemy. We're under attack.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Maintaining present course.
from seeing the exit, this is basically the original route that was in the first iteration of Raptor Rescue, but there are some slight differences. In the first version, you'll spot the aircraft carrier, the Ryujo, typically in the F to E square, having lots of easy shots at it. Here it's farther north, and you have to chase it a little harder. And all the ship spawns have been identical to the original version in this iteration, but the ship spawns and ship types can vary even with the same route.
Problem solved, sir.
We're under attack.
Approaching target.
Taking fire. Taking fire. Maintaining present course.
Obviously, he's playing with a random pickup team, so they're not nearly as efficient as possible. With the normal regular group, we would have a number of ships pushing far ahead of Raptor,
Approaching
and it would
target.
be much easier for him. Of course, he wouldn't net nearly as much damage.
We're under attack. Maintaining present course. Taking fire. Taking fire.
Approaching target.
Taking fire.
Airborne.
In this iteration, you see the aircraft carrier runs to the north edge much faster, so it's helpful to have a fast ship to chase it down and finish it.
Approaching target.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Engaging enemy.
We're under attack.
Now the only objective left is to keep the support ships alive, and the only remaining ship spawns are these two, the two teleport spawns, as I nicknamed them, because they appear out of nowhere with no logic to it at all. And if you want, you could put yourself in a spot to instant kill them like we do in Killer Whale.
Airborne. attack. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. Engaging enemy. Taking fire. We're under attack. We're under attack. Fighter airborne. Maintaining present course.
Now if you hold on, if you see that, that's the paper boat that was introduced in the last version of Raptor Rescue, which you can get a secret achievement for, and I have a replay already without a voiceover if you want to watch that. I will do a replay for that another time. And the way to get it is to hit it with ship torpedoes. That's pretty much it for this replay. As Raptor is about to exit, I will do a discussion video and more replays later in the future. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.